Hello and welcome to the 343 podcast by India's Spurs, a community about everything Spurs in India. Here's your host Shekhar from Kolkata Spurs. Welcome to our fourth episode, and today I'm joined by Vedant from Hyderabad Spurs and Swayam from Kolkata Spurs. Hi Vedant, hi Swayam. I think you're doing very fine.
Yes,
What
obviously we would be doing fine. 1 o'clock kickoff last night against Brentford, and it's a 2-0 victory. Why wouldn't we?
a resounding victory,
Yeah, it
full
was such
three
a good
points in the
match.
Premier League after that disappointing, bizarre loss to NS Mura. Uh, what a wonderful match it was. So, full 3 points in our pocket. And now, currently, we sit sixth in the table.
I think it was a very good game, and it's just beginning of something. I saw the Conte classic system in the defense with Sanchez and Davis, who were actually very good. And yeah, I have to say that Davis is actually improving in the left centre back position. And Skippy, he has been phenomenal in the last match. And as Conte said, he can improve him more technically. So yeah, I'm very much looking for him in the future. And as well, we have got the goal from Sonny. So yeah, it was a very good game all around.
Absolutely, guys. It was 100% a full, joyful match, a very good match to watch. We had a total of 11 shots, out of which six were on target, and we even had 10 corners to take. An amazing game, full of life, full of energy. The kind of runs that Højbjerg and Skipp were making in the opponent half, the kind of improvement that Reguilon has shown since the appointment of Conte. I think if there is one player who has improved by leaps and miles under the new manager, it has to be Reguilon. Every match he's attacking, he's going deep and throwing crosses towards Son, towards Kane. What an amazing player he has become, guys. What is your opinion on him?
What an asset! What an asset under Conte. Reguilon has seriously made the mark that he wanted to do in the Premier League. Similarly with Emerson Royal on the right, he's been playing well as well. Oliver Skipp in the middle of the park was amazing too. Speaking about the game overall, I think we totally outclassed and outplayed Brentford tactically. Brentford had a shite game yesterday tactically. See, Brentford plays so well very often, but the amount of displaced passes they had, Ivan Toney, I guess, had the most possession of the ball as an individual player yesterday. But still, the Brentford should have put up a better performance against us. But I am really happy our team took all 3 points on such a late night against them.
Yeah, and looking at the way Brentford were playing against even giants like Liverpool, they drew against Liverpool 3-3. Even I somewhere thought that it might be a drawish match. Brentford might pull off some goals. They might manage to hold us in our own stadium. But yeah, our victory was resounding. We completely outplayed them, as you said, and right now we sit sixth on the table, and we have played one match less than all the other teams. And if we are able to win, if we are able to grab all the 3 points against Burnley, then it seems that we are going fourth. We are entering the top four. Interesting.
And what else? What else, Shaker? What else can we go
Yeah,
for, Shaker? There
yeah.
comes the hope.
That leaves us 8 points off Chelsea. That's not impossible to win it. I mean, the title is within reach, theoretically. Don't you think so?
Theoretically. Absolutely. We're marvelous Tottenham end of the day. Totally, we're gonna outplay everybody. I mean, yeah, you can obviously sense the sarcasm in my voice, but the thing is, it's Tottenham.
Yeah, obviously, if
I don't
Chelsea,
really
Man
trust them in the
City,
Premier League.
Liverpool.
We can't trust them in the Conference League. I do not think we are trustable in the Premier League.
Exactly. If
Well,
Chelsea, Man City, Liverpool, no, somehow they are able to split points and we are able to grab the opportunity, then something might happen, especially when we have an amazing, wonderful manager like Antonio Conte.
people like you keep us going, Shaker, all the time. This is about India Spurs, isn't it?
Exactly.
Shaker, so what do you think about Davinson Sanchez yesterday?
Davinson
He's one of
Sanchez.
the lowest ratings from yesterday, but what do you think about him as a player and Tottenham?
I think we can have a good replacement in that position. But it's fine. He should be given some chances. He should be given the chance to improve because he was a very trusted defender back then under Pochettino and all. I think he could be given a few more chances, but still, if he doesn't improve, if he keeps playing the way he's playing right now, then there's no point of wasting the opportunity to have someone else in this up.
Although he did look a little flustered yesterday, but his headers especially the ones the ones he was doing it backwards. They were very horrible. Sanchez aerially, he wasn't the best yesterday, not defensively, but I am really happy to see him pushing up front and not staying stable at the back. Speaking of the
Yeah.
back line, Eric Dyer, what a legend. Seriously, he's been one of Tottenham's best players this season. All right, I know. First podcast, what I've said about Eric Dyer, but really, this point of the game, the past 5-6 games, or this entire season, Eric Dyer has been top man.
Yes, man. Legend is the word that should be used for Eric Dyer right now.
Yeah, obviously the game yesterday, very good tactically. Everybody on the pitch gave it their all, I suppose. Højbjerg played very well in his position, but although he was shadowed by Skipp played amazingly, a little better than the other midfielder that was there. Wings got a cameo. I only wish that Tanguy got a cameo yesterday and we see how the Frenchman could have played, but I am sure that Antonio Conte is resting him against Norwich and we would see a very all-out attacking game against Norwich.
Yeah, okay. All right. Then moving on towards our next Premier League game, which is against Norwich City on the 5th of December, 7:30 p.m. Norwich City is right now 19th in the table. They have got a new manager and they have overtaken Newcastle and came to the 19th position. They are trying to improve, but I think it's an easy 3 points for us. After all, we are Tottenham.
Not very easy, the Premier League, and we are looking at a little better performing Norwich City under the new manager they've got, Dean Smith. Dean Smith, we know how Dean Smith plays. It's always an attacking, balanced performance that comes into play. But Dean Smith's always had this one playmaker player that is always there. So I think we could see some featurettes from Billy Gilmore and things like that. So I believe it would be a 1-0 victory for Tottenham, a little more defensive.
I would personally go for 3-0 because our players are going to improve. And talking about Son nowadays makes no sense at all because he's just so amazing guys on the field. I know it doesn't. No, I can't. There was a time when I couldn't stop talking about Son, and now things have changed suddenly. I don't have to think about Son so much because he's just performing so amazingly well.
I only can say that we are really glad to have another top scorer of the Premier League playing for us in the same team. Harry Kane, Heung-min Son in the same team. It's amazing. There are two goal scorers that we have, but we always tend to rely on these folks. Under Conte, that is changing. We're seeing goals from even the left back Reguilon and even Højbjerg from the middle. So it would be good to see even Bergwijn come into the Norwich game as a feature.
That would certainly be an amazing thing to look out for. So 1-0 for Vedant, 3-0 for myself. What about you, Swayam? What do you think the scoreline is going to be?
I will take the average, so I'll go with a 2-0.
Oh, you will take the average, so 2-0. So 1-0, 2-0, 3-0.
Yo, come, someone give Norwich some goals, man. We're all going for a clean sheet.
Yeah, we have to be aware of Timo Pukki. He can come in and take one goal back.
I did see his volley, the last time around, the last match I think. Matches. So it was a very good goal by Timo Pukki, but I am still confident that we can keep a clean sheet against them.
All right, then I think it's gonna be 3 points for us. So that almost wraps up today's podcast. By the way, if you are a Spurs fan listening to this podcast from any part of India, you can try and contact any Spurs fan page on Facebook or Instagram. You can comment down there. You can join one of our India Spurs groups, and the groups are buzzing. They are full of Spurs supporters from all over India. We have a lot of fan groups, fan clubs throughout India, and it's going to be an exciting thing to do, to be honest. So that's it, guys. Thank you for listening to our podcast. We will be coming back with episode 5 after the Norwich game. So that's it, guys. Stay well, stay safe, and come on, you Spurs.